Hi, this is Devan Sharma, also known as King Chiku, and this video is specifically going to be a very short and sweet review of the Noise Airwave Max 6. Well, of course, we're gonna start with the unboxing. We have our Airwave Max box 6. This is the only box that it comes in. Might be different colorways on the box, but I think the box is the same. There is a small case inside, a pretty well made case, by the way. Let's keep this aside. We have stickers and the manual. I'll open it up for you right now. The manual is for Airwave Max 6 as it doesn't have any app support, so you might need the manual again and again instead of having an app, which is a bit sad. But going on, we have a very good traveling case, by the way, and as the headphones totally fold, which is great for traveling. These look great. These are in green, forest green to be exact, and they have some kind of matte finish. They also come with two cables, one being aux cable and the second being a very short USB-C cable for charging perhaps, but most people don't use these types of cable. But moving on, I'll just remove these protective coverings of the headphones. Yeah, now we have them aside. You can properly see the headphones and the metallic band on top and the comfortable cushions. But talking about the specifications, I'll be really fast and I hope you understand. After this, I'll get to my point of view and my review of these products. Now, first of all, we'll get to the specifications told by the company, and I'm not claiming these are claims made by the company themselves. My point of view will come later again. First of all, very good point about these headphones is they have Google Fast Pairing. So if you're using a Google device or Android device, your pairing would be as quick as possible. Just turn these on. Have adaptive ANC claimed up to be 45 decibels by the noise company themselves, which tells us that adaptive, essentially, you all know what it means, is that it has a powerful enough chip that it can adjust its ANC levels at different times, but you also have a normal ANC mode if you're not really into that adaptive. It has a transparency mode, but I'd say it's a bit meh. Airwave Max 6 also offers dual drivers, which is pretty unique in this price segment because even CMF Headphones Pro don't have dual drivers. But I'll tell you to keep in mind that first driver is 40mm, which is pretty standard with, I'd say, every headphone on the market right now at this price range and at really higher price ranges than this too, and a 12mm driver with it. I definitely didn't hear a difference. I'd say the difference is minuscule when it is minuscule, and it is really great when it chooses to be, honestly. But what matters more is how well it is tweaked. I'd say the 40mm driver or plus 12mm driver really doesn't stand out in these headphones. Maybe it does for some people, maybe it doesn't for some other people. For me, it really does. The company claims these to have 120 hours of continuous playing. 120 hours is a wild claim, but I'm pretty sure even if these are not 120 hours, I think their battery life is pretty good. This offers spatial audio, which is also a really good feature to have in these headphones. And let's get to the point. I have been using these headphones for a few days, and spatial audio is the only mode I use these headphones in, because music mode is straight up doo-doo, straight up ass. I'm sorry, I don't want to curse in this video, but it's really bad. Like, normal music mode is bad. I have to use spatial audio everything. The noise company also claims it to have 80 millisecond low latency gaming mode, but 80 millisecond is not low latency, by the way. I've seen way more non-gaming oriented headphones having way better latency, so this really isn't a really good headphones if you are into game. Let's talk about connectivity. These have connectivity of up to 10 meters, which is pretty good because they have Bluetooth 6.0. And another thing they have is auto pairing. You take them off, you switch them off, you turn them on, and they are connected again. Another thing they do have is So, okay, let's talk about the supported profiles. First of all, they are compatible with iOS and Android. You don't have to think about that. The compatible supported profiles are HSP, HFP, AVRCP, A2DP, BLE, SPP. You don't have to really think about them. And the last three are the ones you actually think about and actually look at the product page to know if they have these profiles, which is they do have SBC, AAC, and LDAC. As I have mentioned before, they have high res, low latency codec. Talking about the battery, this also has Insta Charge, which the company claims to have, I'd say, 15 hours of charging in just 10 minutes. I really don't believe that claim, but most of the time it's pretty close to what the company is offering. These headphones come in 4 colors. First is dune white, forest green, these ones, cobalt blue, and carbon black. Now let's talk about something that this headphone, specifically talking about Noise Airwave Max 6, doesn't have. First of all, they don't have in-ear detection, which is pretty bad at this price range, because I was really hoping for them to have in-ear detection, because I am used to in-ear detection with my CMF Buds Pro. So whenever I take these off and keep it somewhere, I assume they'll just switch off by themselves, which they don't, and the battery goes like this. Even though they have a really good battery life, I wouldn't say they would last forever. Another thing they don't have is dual device pairing. Some places they do say they have dual device pairing, which is really shady by Noise. I would tell Noise to actually fix that. And some places on the main page, when you scroll down, you go to additional features, you're gonna find that this really doesn't have dual pairing, which is also a pretty important feature you don't have in a really expensive headphone. Right now they are selling for 6,500 with a small V102 buds free, and I would say you are getting these at like 5,500 on Amazon and Flipkart. The build quality seems fine. It is a plastic build, of course, but it has matte finish, which makes it look a bit metallic, if I say so myself. The buttons are clicky. It is still plastic upside. It does have a metal headband, which is pretty good. The buttons are the only way to interact with the headphones. It doesn't have app support. So the wearability of the headphones are also pretty good. For me though, I do have some problems. One of them being my ears do get hot when I'm wearing these headphones for, I'd say, more than 15-20 minutes. The second thing is they are uncomfortable with anyone who's wearing earrings, and I am wearing earrings in both ears, and it does get a bit uncomfortable, because even the comfortability, I'd say the hinge is a bit loose. It should have been tighter. Fine, the ANC, I'll be talking about the ANC soon, but the ANC2 is not as good as I thought it would be. I was genuinely hoping for the ANC to be better, and the comfortability, I'll just show you right now. The cushions work pretty good. The isolation is also pretty good. I do have some leakage somewhere around here, but I think I have big ears. But that aside, I think the comfortability is not the problem. I think there are a lot of problems in this headphones, and comfortability is not one of them. Now this is the case that comes with these, and I'd say this is a very good selling point. They have actually done a really good thing. The case has felt inside and velcros too, and the case is genuinely well made. I can't say anything about that. That aside, the bass of these headphones are pretty good. They're good at higher volumes. At lower volumes, you won't be able to hear anything. Again, the volume problem is a very big issue with these headphones, and I'm genuinely disappointed with Noise that I really didn't know about this before. So, another point I want to say, which is a low point for the Noise ANC headphones Airwave Max 6, is the volume. I'd say the volume is a bit too low. I was hoping for better volume adjustment, because whenever I'm using my tablet, which is a Xiaomi tablet, and it is an Android, it should be working great with these. It really doesn't give the volume I hope it would give me, because I have been genuinely told by my parents and a lot of doctors around that even if you're wearing in-ear headphones or over-the-ear headphones or on-ear headphones, it doesn't matter. Using your headphones at volume more than 60 or 70 at longer periods of time would actually hurt your hearing in the long term. So I genuinely try to keep my volume below 60 at 56, maybe 65 when I'm listening to a song I really want to hear every note of. The point is, while using these headphones with my Android Xiaomi tablet, I had to keep the volume at 80 minimum, or else I wouldn't be able to hear anything properly. Using them at 100 is pretty good, but again, using any kind of in-ear, on-ear or over-the-ear listening device or hearing device for at 100% for a really long time will actually hurt your hearing in the long term, and that does have consequences. There's another point I want to point out, but the point is the comfortability is fine, but it will get a bit tiring if you're wearing it for a really long time, because this is 300 grams, and 300 grams comparing to other headphones in the same price segment is a bit high. And now some people, most of the time, a lot of people assume more heavier a thing is, more, I'd say, premium that thing is, and I think that Noise was doing the same thing and appealing to that kind of community. But still, as someone who wears headphones occasionally, wearing heavy headphones is a bit tiring. Another point I want to talk to you about is the ANC. The ANC was claimed to be 45 decibels, as I have also got another pair of in-ear headphones or earbuds from CMF. I bought about 2 years ago. So they also claim to have 45 decibels of ANC, and I would say their ANC is better than the Noise ANC. And this might be very, very subjective, but I'm pretty sure the ANC on these headphones aren't that good. At least not as good as they claimed it would be. I was really hoping for their ANC to be better, but I was unfortunately kind of disappointed. Now finally talking about conclusion, awfully close by the way. Okay, the conclusion is, if you are a common headphone users and if you have been using a headphone at somewhere at the price range of 3,000, 4,000, these are gonna be perfect for you. There are a lot of features that are missing in these headphones, so please go through the video I've just made. And I would also suggest, if you are an in-ear headphones, you're gonna be really disappointed. In-ear headphone guy or girl or anyone you identify as, but you're definitely gonna be disappointed if you're wearing these for the first time and these are your first headphones, because even though these are a very okay-ish product, I'd say Noise could have done better. There were a lot of opportunities for Noise to step up and Noise didn't. There are a lot of opportunities where Noise did stand up, and we should also give credit to Noise for that. One of them being the bass. Bass is pretty good, but you'll have to increase the volume again. That is a problem for long time hearing loss. Another thing that is really good about Noise here right now is they do give you a carrying case, which is pretty expensive. Online you have to give 500 rupees extra, so it really does, okay, not 6-7, but it really does make sense if you're buying these headphones for 5,500. Are these 5,500 worthy? Maybe, depends on what kind of user you are. If you're a user who is using headphones or in-ear buds for a really long time, I would say no, because these are heavy, because these are 304 grams. 304 grams on your head for a really long time is going to be tiring, as I said before. Another thing that is really important for you to hear is this doesn't have dual device pairing. If you're a person who does multitasking a lot, if you are studying on your laptop and you have your phone connected to your headphones and you just have to pick up a call sometime, if you have any of the latest in-ear headphones or over-ear headphones at this price range, you most likely are going to have dual pairing, and this is then genuinely going to disappoint you when you finally understand this doesn't have dual pairing. Another thing this does have, so if you are a traveler, them being able to fold is a really good thing, because they have to be compact and you have a carrying bag already sent by Noise to you, which is pretty good. Finally, I just say these headphones aren't for everyone. If you really need a headphone and you think these are a really good choice for you and the features it offers suits you, I'd say go for it. Don't be really optimistic about the ANC. The ANC is okay. I would say it has 35 decibels of ANC in my mind. That might be subjective too, but this is my review and I'm gonna be subjective. And anyways, thank you for staying throughout the video for these headphones. I have been sleep deprived for a week. That is an overstatement, but still I've been sleep deprived for a few days and I have been blabbering really much. So if I do make some slurring mistakes, please excuse me because I haven't slept yet and I'm going to sleep now. Thank you, bye, and I hope you like. Subscribe. I'm gonna sound so cringe right now, but you have to like or subscribe. It is a rule. I don't know, man. Talk to you too. Bye.